turn on the TV. I go, I wonder what's going on in the news. I never do that. I wonder what's going on in the news. And so help me God. I turn on the TV, and this is what I see.
New at 9, a big surprise for the crowd at a theater tonight, especially for a 104.7 radio DJ, Shannon Beaver. She was stunned when her boyfriend brought her on stage. Take a look.
There's only one thing I want to change about you.
Oh gosh.
And that's your last name.
So this happened tonight at the Herberger Theater downtown, just before the curtain rose on the Valley Youth Theater's performance of The Little Mermaid. The soon-to-be groom has spent the last 20 years on active duty as a sailor in the Navy. He told us he was stressed before the proposal tonight, but he's now happy and relieved because Shannon said yes.
I was like, is this it? And then all of a sudden you're like, I heard your voice and I was like, oh my gosh. So, wow.
Okay. That was perfect.
Totally surprised.
Sweet story. So it all started 2 years ago when he cold called her after hearing her on the radio. So congratulations to them.
I don't think I knew that part.
So then I turn off the TV. I turn off the TV, and I'm sitting there, and I look at my wife, and I go, wasn't that weird? I go, is that not weird right there? That we just like, Shannon sends the text. I never turn on TV. I turn on the TV, the news story about Shannon. I turn off the TV. Like, that is it was such a weird moment.
You know why
timing.
it's weird? Because we always talk about how whenever that happens in the movies, that seems like that's what takes you out of the reality of the movie. Whenever they turn it on and whatever's going on in their life happens to be covered on the news.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You would never believe that happens.
But then I got to the point like this. I thought, that would have been so cool had Shannon not sent the text. And then I just would have turned on the news and saw she got engaged.
Of course, you find a problem with that.
Oh no! But don't worry.
Johnjay.
I have a whole bunch of battles in my head because that would have been so cool had Shannon not sent the text. I would have turned on the news and found out she got engaged. Then I would have been pissed that she didn't tell us that she got engaged, and I had to find out about it on the news.
So there's no winning.
Either
for her.
way.
Once again, it's only a matter of how much you don't lose with Johnjay, not that you can win.
No, it's so funny because I didn't know it was going to be on the news. And when you told me that it was, I told my fiance, I was like, I'm so glad I texted Johnjay before it went on the news because he would have been I would have never heard the end of it. And
But
now, what do you
are the
know?
chances, though, that I turn on the news and there you are? And
I
then
know,
I text you,
that's
tell you you're on the
crazy.
news. That's
It's
so
crazy.
weird.
But you didn't know you were on that.
I didn't know. I had no idea.
Here's the great thing about the proposal, because David gave some of us a heads up on Thursday, and we were so excited. And Shannon has literally figured everything out. He has not been able to keep a secret from her until this. I mean, she knew about him buying the ring. She knew about his first attempt at a proposal, which was supposed to happen in August. She knew everything. She found everything out, and he finally got to surprise you, and that's the coolest thing ever.
Well,
Literally shocked.
some behind the scenes stuff is Shannon and her fiance are kind of starting to baby process, and he has to get a reversal. And so my friend, who's a reversal specialist, like #1 in the world, him and I were having dinner Saturday night. And my wife and I and him and his wife, and we're sitting there talking about Shannon and her boyfriend at the time. And I'm like, yeah, I go, it's so weird. I go, because Shannon and her boyfriend have a date set for an engagement sometime in August. I go, but they want to get pregnant before that. And it was just a weird conversation. And then all of a sudden they're like, who sets a date to get engaged? I'm like, I don't know. And then I sent out the email that night, the text that night. Oh my God, she got engaged just now. And what's funny is I sent that text out to Shannon.
I did get it.
And I had to go, sorry, that wasn't for you.
It said, from Shannon to Shannon.
And I go, sorry, not for you, Shannon.
Well, you guys had actually gotten in a fight about him planning it, right, Shan?
Well, he was being really weird. Like, he would answer these phone calls and he would leave the room. And when he leaves the room and like doesn't answer it in front of me, I'm thinking, oh my gosh, something's going on with his kids. So I was like kind of upset by that. And he's like, oh no, it's just a job interview. And I kind of believed it, but
Wow.
yeah, I had no idea.
He handled it. See, now that's another lesson. Like, don't try to snoop so much because the surprise was worth it, don't you think?
He was so mad at me because I actually did figure out the exact date, which was August 12th. He was so mad when I figured it out. So that's why he changed it.
When you get married, do you know yet?
I don't know yet. Like,
She's like 2 days.
Next week. No, we talked about when we wanted to get married. And now just like with the whole engagement, I just feel like it's all going to change. It's all going to be different. I feel like I want to do it sooner rather than later.
Well, if you want to do it on the actual show, we will offer our services. I just Instagrammed my picture of the license we found for for Johnjay and I being ministers for the Universal Life Church.
I thought about that, but I remember how much Johnjay complained about marrying Joey, so I figured I wouldn't do that to
Let
him
Rich
this
do it.
time.
Rich can do it. I'll sit in the audience.
That's okay. Great.
stress. No
Done.
stress there. Yeah,
Found the
no
minister.
stress.
Thank you, Rich.
No
Thanks
stress
for your
for me.
offer.
But you know what's going to happen is I'm going to do it. He's like, why didn't you say this? Why I would have said
I'm
this.
not going to do that.
Why did you put our logo
Rich
on?
can-
No,
Rich
here's
can-
the
Rich is
thing.
going to complain the whole time.
Rich can
I
do
don't
the
want to do
service.
this.
Rich could do. It'll be one of the first times ever, probably in the world. He can do the service and then go be in the band.